Does this offense have the same potency as it had last year from what you've seen so far?
So far, it definitely does. I mean, we've came out and we swung it a little bit pretty good. And, I mean, we definitely lost some great guys, Dylan Rock, Claunch, and Cole Kaler. But, I mean, we're just replacing them with some new guys. And it's good to see some fresh faces. Like, it's not anything we're not used to, especially after last year. So it's good to see.
With this team, the expectation level being built up, all coming off a College World Series run, how do y'all as the returners, approach that? And how important is it to teach the younger guys, pitch staff, in the field, at the plate, about those expectations?
Well, I mean, it's just getting them ready. We play in the toughest league in the nation. I mean, the SEC, and then we're looking to make it another postseason run and make it to the College World Series, and we will face the best teams in the country. So just getting them ready for that, telling them what it takes, the routines, and what they're going to need to do to be prepared mentally and physically for the grind of a spring season. So that's the goal.
Anybody stood out to you so far? Some of those young guys, new guys?
Really, we have a lot of fresh faces, and everybody has really done well. But if I had to, point out to somebody who's a younger guy, Caden Kent has stood out pretty good. He works really hard. Hunter Haas has done really good, and then there's a bunch of freshman pitchers and new pitchers that have really came and really filled up the strike zone and had some good stuff to start. So I'm excited to see what they can do against New Jersey this Saturday.
Is this a little bit of an easier fall because there are some guys who kind of know the system, know the coaching staff, and can kind of help bring those guys in instead of everyone being new?
Yeah, it definitely helps. It makes the coach's job honestly easier with like me and Trevor and Minnick and other guys like coming out here and knowing exactly what the plan is, what the offense is, and how stuff works. So it makes it easier for them that we can go and tell the freshmen and all the new guys what it takes to be an SEC player. So it helps them a lot.
You would think with how well y'all did last year that some teams would want to pull away some of y'all's coaching staff. I know there was some offers, but what does it mean for you as a player that Coach Lossinger, those coaches were able to stay together for another year?
It was huge. It was one of the reasons I wanted to come back because I get to have them back. To me, they're the best coaching staff in the country, and you saw the rankings. They're up there top 75. Just the assistant coaches, Kane, Yetzke, Early, and Slosh to me is the best head coach in the nation, especially what he did last year with all the new guys. So it was just huge them all coming back, and we're ready to have a strong spring.
What do you work most on to improve your game? You're I'm not going to say you're the Dylan Rock of the offense, but you are the most experienced guy, and he certainly turned in having 4 years of D1 experience into a great season. What did you work on in the offseason to make yourself better?
So I got injured last fall, so I wasn't able to. I fractured my back, so I wasn't able to really work out all spring, and I had to really take off a lot this summer. But just getting stronger in the weight room with Coach Mack and developing my swing even more than I already had, driving balls all over the ballpark and just expanding my game. And I've been developing my second base skills, so that's what I've been working on this fall.
You kind of touched on it earlier, but what were some of the other factors of consideration for you to decide to want to come back here this year in light of what other professional opportunities might bring up?
Like I said, the coaching staff and just being able to be a leader on this team and not only make it to the College World Series, but I want to win this thing. And so that was huge, played a big role in everything. And really just the 12th man, having my last year at A&M is huge, and it was worth so much to me, especially coming my family, ton of Aggies in my family, being able to graduate from here. It was a huge part, and it was going to take a lot to take me away from A&M for my last year. So.
You mentioned your second base and moving there. You're gonna try some pitching or catching.
Hey, we might as well. We've done everything. Might as well try that.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks, bud.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.